So listen, everybody listen to me. We're in agreement. Listen, everybody listen to me. We're in agreement that the world was determined that it was round after the Bible was written, right? That way later on, right?
Yeah.
All right, turn to Isaiah chapter 40. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22. Pastor shared this when he was doing the evolution thing too. I don't know if y'all remember this or not. But Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22. It says, "It is he who sits above the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain and spreads them out like a tent to dwell in. It is he who sits above the circle of the earth." In Isaiah, before Jesus was even born, before Jesus was on this earth, in a vision that Isaiah was given, Isaiah knew that the earth wasn't flat. How did he know that? They weren't sailing around the world yet. They didn't have telescopes. They weren't looking into space. They didn't have satellites beaming it back.
He was smart.
He was smart.
He got the answer from God.
It said that he knew that the earth was a circle. He didn't think that the earth was flat. Somewhere along the line, they got away from what the Bible said, because the Bible told them the earth was round a long time ago. But they thought it was flat. So before any of this technology, before they had any other way of finding out that it was round, they knew. And the only way for that has been possible is through God. Exactly. All right. Next thing. And I'm going to share this with you because I think it's kind of funny. In the Hindu religion, we'll just read Greek mythology first. In Greek mythology, what did they believe that the earth sat on?
Atlas.
Atlas, exactly, right? That guy. Everybody knows what it is when you do that. Yeah. Maybe like that. He was holding the earth up on his back, right? That's what they thought. They thought Atlas held the earth on, you know what I'm talking about now? If I had a big world on my back, imagine that. Imagine a huge earth on
Do
my
that
back.
pose one more time, Scott.
They believe, in Greek mythology, they believed that Atlas held the earth up, right? In the Hindu religion, they believed the earth was being carried on the backs of elephants. They like elephants.
Don't Hindus get rats?
Sir?
Do Hindus get rats? They probably eat
I
them.
don't know. They might never find
That's
that out before I start talking to a Hindu about what they believe. But yeah, the Hindu religion, they believe the elephant carried on their backs because they were big elephants. But what is the earth suspended on?
an axis.
An axis, but
It's an invisible.
it's just gravity, right? The gravitation is gravity. When did we discover gravity?
Whenever Isaac Newton dropped an apple.
Newton.
Isaac Newton had an apple fall on his head, right?
Yeah.
Isaac Newton discovered gravity. Not all that long ago.
First law of motion.
All right,
Yeah,
listen.
stop that, you.
Turn to Job. Job chapter 26. Turn to Job chapter 26. Again, in Isaiah, they knew the world was round before anybody else did. Everybody else thought it was flat. Job is sometimes, it's in the Old Testament. You know that Job is thought to be the actually oldest written book? The oldest book that was actually written down. The stuff, like Genesis stuff happened before Job, but they believe that Job is the oldest book that was actually written down. So I was what maybe wasn't written until later. So we're thinking probably the oldest book in the world, you know what I mean, in the Bible. Job is the oldest one in the Bible here. More than likely that was written down. So the first one that was written. I want you to listen to what he says. In Job chapter 26, verse 7. It says, he stretches out the north over empty space, and he hangs the earth on nothing. He hangs the earth on nothing. Somehow, while scientists spent a really, 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 really long time trying to figure out what was going on with the earth and where it was and how it was there, Job already knew before he had any kind of telescope, satellites, nothing was shooting back at him showing him what the earth was like from space. He already knew that the earth didn't hang on anything, that it was just there. Yeah. The only way that he could have known that the earth was like that, because he couldn't have just flown out in outer space and looked back at it, was through God. The only way he could have known that the earth was there. All right, one more thing. Go ahead and turn to Amos. Amos. Just kidding, it's not a book. No, it is a book. Thank you. Amos chapter 9. Nope, not tricking you this time, I promise you. What was the... Turn to Hezekiah chapter 3. That's no Hezekiah. Yeah, don't go to Hezekiah. There's no book. Ryan, would you write Hezekiah down? All right, Amos. Amos chapter 9. H-E-Z. Amos chapter 9. All right. The water cycle. Not a big deal to us. We know water evaporates, goes up into the sky, and rains down, right? We know that. At one point, they did not know that. They didn't know where the rain come from. It was not all that long ago, again, with the earth kind of stuff, that they figured out how that the water actually rises up, is evaporated, and then it comes down. Because back then they couldn't see water particles being evaporated. They couldn't see it. You can see it floating through the sky. I can't see it either. But they didn't figure out. I don't know exactly what the day was. Maybe I had it. 30 BC. I did write it down. 30 BC is when they figured out that the water cycle, they kind of started to understand how it worked. 30 BC. In Amos, I want you to remember this is the Old Testament. This was written a long time before 30 BC. It's Amos chapter 9, verse 6. It says, "He who builds his layers in the sky and has formed his strata in the earth, who calls for the waters of the sea and pours them out on the face of the earth. The Lord is his name." Before 30 BC, before they started to understand the water evaporated, way back in the Old Testament, way earlier than 30 BC. Somehow, when Amos was writing this book, he knew that the water was drawn up out of the sea into the clouds and then it fell. How did Amos know that? Because, and he may not have understood what it was saying, but every word in this Bible is God inspired. God was behind everything that was written, and God understood how it worked. All right, last thing, guys. What does the Bible say? With what proof does the Bible offer? How does it compare to other religious books? What does science say? Now, what does the Bible say? What does the Bible say about itself? It's true. This I am true. At the end, it says I am true. No. And listen, this is the reason I don't want to give you this first, because first of all, if you don't believe that the Bible is true, then when the Bible says that it is, are you going to listen to it? I just now understood what you're doing. You need to understand that the Bible proves itself that it's true over and over and over and over again. That it's not just a book that weak-minded people believe in because they just want something. It's because it's never been disproven. The Bible has never been disproven. I was reading that they found so much stuff that like archaeologically wise, they found so much stuff that proves that the Bible is true. And even in some cases, they used the Bible and been able to understand, because you got to understand the continents and stuff have changed around a little bit since the time when the Bible was there. So everything might not be in the exact same place that they were saying it was, and names have changed. But they even used the Bible to lead them to archaeological finds. Not only did they find the stuff that was in the Bible, they used the Bible to find stuff. Because it's completely accurate. All right, turn to 2 Timothy, chapter 3. 2 Timothy, chapter 3.